So wonderful. Have a wonderful good morning, good evening around the world. Thank you for joining. We are here to come together, to be together in a circle, to practice special Tao healing modalities. You see calligraphies around me that will be a part of it. We will go usually into the five elements, which are a fundamental uh, foundation of the traditional Chinese medicine. And we will also have a look at outside situations in the nature, what is there, what we can learn, what we can observe, what we can adjust to help ourselves, to help our body to stay happy, stay healthy, or to become happier or become healthier. So one part is always at the moment to look out into the sky, what is coming from outside to Mother Earth. You know that I'm focused on that also. It's the very special situation that the sun is having very intense activities the last year, this year, and also 25, 26. That's a normal circle where the sun is going through. And during these circles, lots of frequency and vibrations are sent out. And sometimes they are sent out towards Mother Earth and then they hit us and then we are reacting on that. So it might be that also you react. So I see the comments on Facebook, on my social medias, where the people are asking, might it be that the headache is coming from this? Might it be that my emotions, which are over the day totally good, and all of a sudden there is an outburst of anger or sadness, depression? Yes, these are the physical reactions from us, from our system, from our being to that higher frequencies that are now there actually to uplift us if we start to connect with it. And this is what I want you to lead to. There are much more experts out there in the world to talk about the solar flares and all the connections. But I just want to open the field for all of us so that we open ourselves to it. And if we open ourselves, we can receive and the universe can help us much better. So where I'm looking at and what I'm observing are different stations around the world. One is the American station, which is giving us a very good prediction always over the next days. It shows us, okay, is there anything right now, for example, during the last 24 hours, we see, okay, there might be minor radio impacts so that radio stations or our broadcasting communication system could have been affected, but there's not really anything more on that. Also, no other impacts that we could have experienced over the last 24 hours. And I will show you why it is like this. And if we go into the next days, today also looks good. Tomorrow also. The 20th could be a day where we experience some reactions on Mother Earth. That's more the, the challenging part, because if these sun flares and if these outbursts of uh, the if mass outbursts of the sun are reaching Mother Earth, it might be that they enter the atmosphere. It might be that they trigger our geomagnetic field here. And this could lead to, here in this case, simple challenges, minor challenges for our power systems, for our electricity systems. It might have minor impacts on satellite systems. So, but that's nothing special. So that's usual developments. It might have also, very interesting, for all our loving, beloved animals who are traveling in higher fields of above the earth. So they could also be affected in their way of where to fly, how to travel. So that's something very normal that we experience, that like birds are all of a sudden somewhere else where they should have been flying, or even whales are on the beach. So they are irritated in their systems. They're irritated in their way of how to navigate through this situation now, because they are also influenced by what is coming in. So what do we see here? Also, we see very good predictions. We see, for me, one of the most important indexes is the planetary K index, where we had heavy situations the last weeks in like high red ranges. This means, and that's the most difficult part for us, if the magnetic field of Mother Earth starts to react on that, sun flares. So if that happens, then many things can happen on Mother Earth. So quite easy now, quite relaxed now. So and also we might experience kind of normal situations. What I also look at it is this station. It's from Russia. It's in the area of Siberia. So we see here something very helpful. We see here the extremely low frequencies, ELF. And these extremely low frequencies are therefore so interesting to us because we are having a kind of natural frequency, and we have something like a subconsciousness, of course. We are having lower, slower frequencies inside of us, and we are having kind of a higher consciousness. And if you look at it, I will do it with a green line here. We are having here close to 8 hertz, the Schumann resonance frequency. That's the name of it. And the Schumann resonance frequency just shows us the field, the energy field of Mother Earth. So this Schumann resonance frequency is the one where Mother Earth is usually floating through the time. So this kind of 7.8 hertz is the beautiful vibration of Mother Earth's heart. And in normal times, let's call it like this, if there's no influence from the universe, from the solar flares out there, in the normal times, we would see only here some green flickerings around these 8 hertz. But in these weeks and the last months also, and the time when the sun is very active, we see even more. But it's actually also something, as I mentioned, if we are opening up to that, it's something very good, because opening up to it means that we access here in this way. We can access here a field, a vibrational field of very smooth, very deep going energies. And we also could access, like at this time, and you might be remembered when Master Sha did the healing day. And yes, it was exactly on this day when you could measure that on Mother Earth, we had on the one side, very deep going frequencies and also uplifting frequencies, connecting frequencies to our higher self. And we're having this on different occasions also, but this time what we're seeing here was exactly the day when Master Sha did the Tao healing day on Saturday. And if we look at it now, it looks good. So we had in Europe, we should have had a quite relaxed night with a quite relaxed sleep, because there was no triggering from outside. Of course, there can be things from inside, and we have to go back here 6 hours. So that's the 10 o'clock mark for Europe. And this shows, this line, this end shows 9:30 in Europe. So if you are from other countries, you can go back and see how it was for you. But this is from 9:30 Europe time backwards, the night that we had in Europe. So quite relaxed. And if we are going out, then we are closing our updates. If we are going out, for example, looking to to other stations or other devices, we see similar things. We see that um, everything starts to relax more. We had some proton flows. This electrons and protons coming from the sun, reaching Mother Earth. Yes, there had been some, but luckily we have our magnetic field who is protecting us. So it's not really that this is influencing us. Something quite interesting is here. I will just mention it one time and see if it comes again if I refresh the page, if it's still here. Let's see if it works. Yes. There is something which we cannot explain yet. There is something between the satellite measurement and the sun from time to time. And if we look deeper, the satellite system also has some like no no data that it receives. The satellites are measuring nothing. And over the last days, the community found out that there from time to time is something which goes between something really big. I mean, you see it here. That's nothing small, and there are better pictures, but this thing looks like kind of this shape. So there is something going in front of the camera of the satellites, sometimes covering or going between the sun and the satellites. So this is something, and I cannot say what it is yet, but this is something very interesting that happens right now. There are, in general, many things that are very interesting, which are happening, and the measurements are showing things that are not quite usual and not explainable right now. So they're all, but to come back to a very beautiful statement, they are all uplifting us. There is all a heavenly, um, like an orchestration behind it. There's all an heavenly guidance around it. So everything what happens here is organized by heaven to uplift us, to bring us further, to uplift Mother Earth, to uplift the universe. And actually, if we're listening to our spiritual teacher, Master Shah, we hear and understand deeper that he's just there to uplift us all. He's just there as a physical vehicle to have someone on Mother Earth where our humans can listen and understand better and follow better, because otherwise we would not know what's happening. We need to guess, we need to wait until something has happened. But Master Shah is teaching us how we can progress, how we can uplift, how we can practice to just take advantage of this situation for our journey, that there's so much frequency and light for all of us. We just need to open to it and kind of breathe it in, take it in, and then um, flourish out of that. And of course, that's natural. If there is anything inside of us which is not yet in the highest state, it will be shown, it will be brought to the light. That's how we call it in German. So we bring things up automatically. So there are things you are not happy about, but they will show up. So you might experience grief, you might experience sadness, you might experience different things here from these lower frequency states, fear or any desire or anger or any kind of that, even the lowest realms of guilt and shame. But that's normal. So don't go against it. Just open yourself to really take as much as possible out of it. So you might feel, oh, I'm so angry, I'm disappointed, or I'm frightened, or everything feels so tragical around the world. I feel hopeless, or even more, there's feelings of evil. And all of that stuff. So it might be that it's still there inside of you. If it's there, it's good that it's shown up now, and you just take it out, give it space, and do the spiritual practice that we know to do. This is the uplifting process we are all going through. And whatever is there, we bring it up to an like average state of consciousness. What we are looking at is Hawkins' scale of consciousness. And that's why I'm talking so much about neutrality. Just look at all these kind of negative things in a very neutral way and just trust the process. Just trust the process and you will feel empowered. If you just trust and open, and you will feel the release. The only thing we need to do is coming from a point of neutral way of looking at, neutral way of dealing with it. Neutrality is definitely the key at the moment. So we could also see it in a bigger scale, like globally between the countries. Neutrality would be at the moment in this time where so much negativity comes out around the world, would be the best way of being and behaving. So you could imagine like what would be a Taoist monk too. A Taoist monk, if something happens, or Buddhist monk, or any monk you may be connected to, if if negative things are happening, they are staying in a neutral position. Like Master Shah is always sharing this question with this monk who was uh, said that he was claimed to do certain things in this community, and he always just asked, "Is it real?" Whatever comes as negativity towards him, he always asks, "Is it real?" So what is this monk doing in this way? He's expressing his neutrality. And even at this point, when the truth was told, he also could respond, "Is it real?" Because he knows that everything that happens is just an illusion. Everything that happens is just part of our human experience. So even all the stored negativity inside of us that we can bring out and can transform in a smooth way or intense way can be seen very neutral. So the smooth way is we're doing our practice. We are using the Tao calligraphy fields. We're using the Tao Chang. We are working with light transmissions. We are opening up to forgiveness, to the light of the universe. And the other way is, of course, the heavy way. We experience accidents. We experience heavy emotional states. That's also a release process. It's just that we need to appreciate that it's there. That would be the only way. So be grateful if an accident happens and be grateful if there is an emotional outburst. Just let it out, give it space, and realize that's part of your uplifting process. That's part of your releasing process. There needs to be a way to release this negative frequency out of you, because that's the only way how we can progress further. That's the only way how we can go up to really permanent states of being into a love condition, being into a peaceful condition, and reaching what also Hawkins called enlightenment. So there is a way. The process is that we are practicing forgiveness. The process is that we are accepting situations. The process is that we feel more harmony and create more harmony, that we create more hope around us, that we create inspiration for people. So we come into a state where everything starts to be meaningful. That's what I wanted to say. Even these things here are very meaningful if they are showing up because they are part of our upliftment process. And if you are there, that you really can see all the things neutral, can go into a way of accepting all things that happening, and even see the higher reason in that, or just feel, you don't need to even logically think about it anymore, then you really understand there is a higher process in everything. And that's very positive to have this higher process around you. And then you reach these highest realms of consciousness where you feel like really loved by the universe. You feel that you are one with everything. You feel this, this unique way of being with everything as one. Everything feels complete and everything feels even perfect. Even if you might experience lower situations, they are still perfect. And this is how you feel blissful. This is how you feel happy inside if you develop these states of consciousness. And then it leads to states that Hawkins called enlightened. Then it leads to states, which is also very beautiful to know, where you can carry 10 people around you through this time. You can carry 30 people around with your energy. You can carry hundreds of people around. Let's see what Master Sha is doing. He's carrying thousands and millions of people through this time because his consciousness, his frequency is so high. He is so developed as a soul, as a being. That's why he has also the power to carry so many souls through this time. And this is what you might feel also as a goal. You might not feel it to do it for you. You might feel it, okay, I want to do it for my family. So then okay, that's good. If you want to do it for your family, then just transform, let it out what is there as a low frequency, transform it to higher frequencies. And you can move on and you support your family in a highest way, or your loved ones, or your company, or your team, wherever you are in at the moment. So these are some insights at the time right now. And where we can go is also to, I think, a very helpful understanding on how we are affected. And this is what traditional Chinese medicine is telling us. We are affected from the outside. There are things coming in from the outside world and are entering our system. So it might be that we are having here on top energies coming from the outside in, and they are triggering our wood element. How would that work? These frequencies from the sun just would not go through you because you're having something in your liver, which might be called anger, and you might feel disappointed from time to time. You might feel, oh, it's everything goes too slow. You want to make it faster. You cannot wait. And this wooden energy, if it's inside of you, this energy of anger, things like this, can be triggered from these frequencies of the sun. So what's happening? There starts an imbalance inside of you. And this imbalance then continues maybe. Maybe it continues that these stronger energies are going further to the fire element. And it's not only that you feel then angry and kind of stressed inside of you, it really could develop anxiety inside of you. It could develop situations and states where you don't feel well. You feel overwhelmed. If you feel you cannot come at peace. And if these things coming from the outside, then it's very natural and helpful to do something from the inside. And as I always mention, easiest ways is to adjust your diet, to adjust what you're drinking. If things like this are happening, don't push further your young energy. So start reducing the caffeine, start reducing sugar, start reducing also milk and dairy products and all these things and try to bring in here into your circle cooling energies. In the way of drinking, it's very easy. What is on the mountains, what grows in the mountain teas, the herbal teas. If you bring in the herbal teas, you bring in the support for the metal element. And in this way, you bring in the yin energy. You can also bring in here a simple way of just drinking more water, a very practical way. So if there's lots of sun energies coming, so lots of fire element is going bigger and bigger and bigger. And if this fire element starts to become bigger and bigger, then you really want to balance it in a way. So if the fire element is growing automatically because the sun is sending you these high energies, then you want to do something for your water element also to hold the balance. And so the simplest way is just drink more water. Just drink an additional liter of water, or just do what I do and Amadea is doing, starting the day with special ways that we did not before, like having 1 cup of uh, citrus water with melons in it, having another cup of vegetable juices. So all the vegetables you're bringing in here is so important because it's the cooling energy, it's the yin energy. And of course, if you would, and it's up to you, if you love to eat meat, you might try a time or days where you don't eat meat because you have the emotions of the animals inside of you. And after a while, not eating meat, you will feel that's really helpful to you, that you feel better and also you're doing something good for Mother Earth. So just find your natural way of living based on the natural observation what is happening in the nature out there. And of course, there are some things we can say in general, but it's always easier to have a personal conversation with you to see what is there, what is good for you. Atike asks, is it good to fast during solar flares? I mean, we're having permanent solar flares. So now you need to fast for 2 to 3 years. I know where the question might lead to. Um, I would say you need to have a look into how your body is doing right now. I know that in certain traditions they are going into fasting, so that's also what we see in the world and also religions. And I totally understand the background when it started some 1,000 years ago to develop these habits. But we also need to see what is healthy for us now. So my personal opinion, have a look at your body. So um, the more you find a balanced way of living, the better it is. So if fasting is a way that helps you to detox for certain days, that's always good. So I like to do the liver detox regularly. It's also kind of, yeah, a little bit of fasting connected to it. But it's not always easy to say it in general for everyone because you might react differently. You might react during the solar flares during this time right now. You might react with different conditions where you need more water. And if you would skip the water during the day, it might not be the best solution for you. Or there might be situations where you are really lacking of chi, so the chi is very weak. Then you need to find a way to uplift your chi. You need to find a way to hold your body in a healthy condition, in a vital condition. So it's very individual, very personal to discover and answer this question. But in general, have a look how you react, how you feel, If you feel kind of, my body is stable, I can go into a fast and then do it and experience it. Um, because it's more about also the moon energy. The moon is much closer to us. The moon has also the pulling out power. The sun is pushing it out, but the moon is pulling it out. So we have this yin yang around us. And of course, in general, I would say to detox ourselves, it's the best time ever. To do fasting, it's a good time. Just see at your body how your body is reacting on. Yes, and that's why we love to understand our body. That's why we love to understand the five elements. That's why we are also chanting the mantras to balance the elements. So we know it from Master Sha's books, like the Tao Free book, I call it, uh, the book for longevity and immortality. We can chant the beautiful mantras to balance our five elements. And if we do that, we are doing so much positive things. We can look deeper. So what we said before, fasting can be very helpful, but always also have a look at some German papers, but you will find it in English also at your, in German it's called organ clock, five elements clock, where you see which organs are active when. So before I would start fasting, I would even try to understand my body better. I would love to understand how can I support my five elements better? How can I self-diagnose a little bit which organs are weaker? How can I support them? At what time? Is it good to eat for me? Is it better to eat soups now? Because I need to strengthen my earth element and so on. So I would not do general things because everyone says it's healthy. I would prefer to look deeper and find out more about myself because we know that we can do much more if we understand each other, our body better. And one way is, of course, to practice this in combination. So we know from the traditional medicine that we are having these three kind of areas in the body. We have this upper area, the upper jaw, we have this middle jaw, and we have this lower jaw. And then we know from Master Sha there are certain highest messages like the San Jiao Chang Tong. The San Jiao can flow freely. All the body fluids are flowing freely. So if we are using that, then we are doing automatically the right thing. And this is what we can do now. We can practice. Of course, we could trace the calligraphy, but today let's do it more in a way that we connect and doing some movement practices with it and see how we can use this message, the power of this message, that the energy and the body fluids are starting to flow freely. This is what we can do for all of us. That's a general practice where we don't have to know something specific about our five elements. And this is very beautiful to support our body. So if you want to stand up with me, then please stand up. And we are doing an easy Tai Chi movement to it. Noch eine einfache Tai Chi Übung dazu. So we are standing with our feet shoulder width apart, like bending our knees a little bit. And then we start to hold our hands like this. And we start with the imagination that here we are holding a light bulb, a golden light bulb. And this comes also from certain Qigong practices. So there is some secret Qigong practices that Dr. Peter Hodova shared with me one time, where you just stand like this towards certain directions on the earth, like more to the north, to the south, it depends on times. And you are just collecting all the universal energy here, all the positive universal frequencies. And this is what we want to do. We ask the field of the Tao calligraphy to help us to gather all what is helpful for us right now, to gather from all sides of the universe, from the sun, but from all stars around, healing frequencies, golden healing light to support us to empower our self-healing, to empower our energy flow, and especially here to let the body fluids flow freely so the blood can flow freely. Therefore, the organs are nourished. And in this way, holding this light bulb and imagine that you are collecting now from all sides, from different areas, from Mother Earth. Mother Earth is nourishing this light bulb. Heaven is nourishing this light bulb. From the sun, you're collecting all the positive information that is there for you. You're just holding it into this golden light bulb. Dear Mother Earth, dear Sun, especially now with all your powerful solar flares and eruptions, with all your high positive information downloads for humanity, please send it to me. Please give it to me into the golden light bulb. Let me be able to unpack, unwrap your gifts from me. I'm so grateful. Dear all stars, galaxies, universe out there, dear Tao, dear Source, dear Heaven, dear Divine, dear all saints, our heaven's teams, the Tao Calligraphy, Sanchao Chang Kong, please support us now so that we can collect all positive frequencies and vibration that are there for us and that we can use now for health and happiness in our life. We are so grateful. We are open to you. Please send us all what is appropriate for now into this healing light bulb within our hands. And then we start to move this light bulb. We're moving this light bulb out into the calligraphy, bring it up to heaven, like you're reaching it up to the sun. The sun gives you everything she can give to you. I'm going to say he. And bring it down to your body. You push it through your body. Then you go to Mother Earth. And there you bring it out from Mother Earth. Fresh, beautiful yin energy. Going up to the sun. Bringing the fresh yang energy down. So it's a yin-yang balanced light bulb moving through you. You bend your knees when you go down to Mother Earth. Then you connect with her heart. She's offering you all her yin energy. And then to the sun again. And this yin-yang perfectly mixed light bulb for you comes to you and clears you. And additionally, we are reaching out into the calligraphy also. When we are reaching out, we are just reaching out into this highest frequencies of the source, of the Tao. And then we bring it into us. So we are combining it, connecting with Mother Earth, connecting with the source, connecting with the sun and heaven and all stars, and bringing the perfect combination of frequency and vibrations inside of it. Clearing us, letting go, taking the garbage out, giving it away, and bringing the fresh, positive, healing light in. So now we talked enough. Let's go into the mantra. 三角江图，三角江图，三角江图，三角江图，三角江图，三角江图，三角江图，三角江图，三角江图，三角江图，三角江图，三角江图。And change the direction, go outside upwards. 三角江图，三角江图，三角江图，三角江图，三角江图，三角江图，三角江图，三角江图，三角江图，三角江图，三角江图，三角江图。And the next way is we circle horizontally around, going out to the left. From the right side, we are going in again. 三角江图，三角江图，三角江图，三角江图，三角江图，三角江图，三角江图，三角江图。Also move with your knees to the left and right. When you go to the left, you move with your body to the left. You move to the right, you move with the knees to the right. So it's a smooth circling left and right. 三角江图，三角江图，三角江图，三角江图，三角江图，三角江图，三角江图，三角江图。Then you change the direction, left side in, right side out, and you're moving the ball. You're moving the ball inside the calligraphy field, together with Mother Earth. You just feel that you're wonderfully connect with Mother Earth. You feel her grounding yin energy, relaxing you, supporting you. So your healing light ball that you are holding now is getting bigger and bigger, nourished from Mother Earth, nourished from the sun, from the universe, nourished from the calligraphy field, from the source. We are so grateful. San Jiao Jiang Tu, 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 San Jiao Jiang Tu. And you come back to your starting position. And now we are circling like clockwise in front of us, like going this way. And now we are connecting again with Mother Earth below, with the sun, the universe, with the source field we are in. So we are now have expanded this light ball to the size of our body. So we are in a huge light ball here. San Jiao Jiang Tu, 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 San Jiao Jiang Tu. And do it in silence also. And when you do it in silence and very slowly, you might feel how beautiful it is to be one with Mother Earth, be one with the sun, the universe, to just be into this Tao source healing field of the Tao calligraphy. So now we are having our universal healing field created by ourselves. Of course, with the support from Mother Earth, from Father Heaven, from the sun, the stars, the galaxy. Tao calligraphy, all the connections to the source, the ultimate creator. But our practice created now this huge light bulb changing direction. We've been active now and created this healing light bulb, and it's washing us. It's washing us from outside in, washing our aura, washing all our bodies. And however you name your body, it just can stay with the mentally, emotionally, physical body, but also spiritual body. You're just washed in this most beautiful Tao source light. And if you're connecting with the sun more, you will see you have your very natural channel to the highest frequencies out there already. Just open to what the sun is offering to you. Open to her healing frequencies. Open to her power to bring out negative stuff. And then, of course, connect with the moon and Mother Earth again to connect with the yin energy. San Jiao Jiang Tu, San Jiao Jiang Tu, San Jiao Jiang Tu, San Jiao Jiang. When you come back to your starting position like this, then just hold the core of the light bulb and feel how big it is already. Maybe it's even the size of the room right now, the light bulb that you have curated. And just hold the core of it. And when you close your eyes, you might feel that inside this light bulb here, there's so much high frequencies. I can feel it here. I mean, I could go out with my hands much wider and I still feel the energy here. And we are holding the core of it. And breathing in and breathing out. And by trying just to relax. And while we are just breathing in and out, we can also sit down, but still continue to hold the light bulb. And then let your hands go down on your legs and you continue to hold the light bulb while I will give you a final blessing with the calligraphy Sanjiao Chantong. And sit down now, just relax. Beautiful calligraphy is in Master Sha's book, the Soul Healing Miracles book. Dear Tao Calligraphy Sanjiao Chantong, we love you. Please offer us a final blessing to absorb all the universal healing frequencies which are already there for everyone. They are here for all of us to be healed, uplifted. We are so grateful. And you can just hold with closed eyes your healing light ball in front of you, in front of your lower abdomen. And through tracing the calligraphy, we activate the transformative power of the source, which helps us to bring everything into its place, which helps us to bring order into our life and our 5 elements, bring balance inside of us. And dear Tao Calligraphy, dear all saints there, please help us to observe, to recognize the signs of our body better. Please let us understand our physical, mental, emotional, spiritual body better, so that we understand how our Shen Qi Qing, our message, energy, matter, is co-creating our life. And there might be situations where our body needs more help. But there are ways to do so. Let me discover, let us discover our personal best diet, our personal best way of drinking, eating, sleeping, relaxing, and moving. Please let us discover the deeper secrets of yin and yang related to us. We are ready to open fully. We are ready to let go fully. And we are, of course, sincerely ready to ask for forgiveness. We humbly and deeply ask for forgiveness wherever we, our ancestors, our loved ones have ever hurt or harmed anyone and anything. We deeply apologize. We deeply apologize. We deeply apologize. And we unconditionally let go. We unconditionally forgive also each and every. When we unconditionally forgive ourselves, we are coming into peace with ourselves. We are coming into peace with the present time. Whatever my body has and carries right now and shows right now, I'm very grateful that it's coming up, that it's coming out, so I can help the transformation. So we feel now, especially to our physical body, that the meridians are opening and are shining bright. We see that the energy, life force, the chi can flow freely inside of us and around us, on us. And we see that all body fluids are following the chi. We see that the blood flows freely. All our lymphatic system works in greatest force, in the greatest healing ability. We feel how happy our organs are, our system. And especially if we look deeper, how happy our mind is, because it's now more peaceful. Our mind understood more, can comprehend, understand the situations better. And our heart also feels peaceful, because it realizes everything is there for us already. And so the heart opens fully to all the healing light from the sun and the whole universe and all galaxies and the source. And we are connecting this way also with our highest self, our true self, our Yuan-Shen. So grateful that you are one. You're one with everything. San Chao Chan in our Qing, but also San Chao Chang Tong in our Qi, and San Chao Chang Tong in our Shen. So really, everything can flow freely, and we are flowing freely. This is what we want to reach. We want to flow freely. There's no flow anymore where we need to dive in. We are the flow. We are flowing freely. San Chao Chan Tung. Shen Chi Ching Chang Tung. Shen Chi Ching Chang Tung. Shen Chi Ching Chang. Our Shen Chi Ching, our whole being is flowing freely. Thank you so much, beloved Tao Calligraphy. Thank you so much, Mother Earth. Thank you so much, beloved Sun, for all your effort to uplift us and awaken us. Thank you so much to all stars, galaxies, universes. And of course, to you, beloved Divine, to all our heavens teams, all the saints connected with us, to the Tao, to the Source, and the highest realms. Endless gratitude to our spiritual teacher, Master Sha, for sharing your wisdom so unconditionally with us, offering your healing channels to us so we can be uplifted and transformed further. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we are sending all that we have invited, like all the sun, the moon, the stars. We're saying them, wishing them a wonderful day. Goodbye. We are sending all respectfully return with how, which means get well, get well, get well to all of us. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you, love you, love you. Gong song, gong song, gong song. It's respectfully return to all around us. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone, for joining and practicing together. It's always a pleasure to do these practices together. It's always a pleasure to understand deeper what it means, what's happening around us, what's happening with us. And if we understand deeper, we can uplift ourselves and our loved ones better. So just open more to whatever is already there outside. It's so much there from the sun. We're actually right now. It's a great gift that all the forces are coming together at the same time. We are seeing the forces of our closest yang, the highest yang, the sun energy. We are seeing the astrological forces like special star constellations. We are seeing the spiritual forces coming together. So it's all at the same time to be uplifted. So how blessed we are, and especially how blessed that we met us, how blessed that we met Master Sha, and he's guiding us through this special time. So thank you all so much. If you want to share personally something, just give me a sign that I can unmute the mics. You can, of course, share with us your experience. The mics are open if you want to tell any experience you had and share any experience with us. Attica said, thank you, Martin. Today's session is very informative as usual. Beautiful practice too. Wonderful start of the week for me. Have a lovely, productive week ahead to everyone. That's what I wish to everyone. Yes, Kim, I'm having a YouTube channel and I upload mostly of my practices there. So Martin Feigl is the YouTube channel and I can send it into the chats also. Nalini says, it was such a beautiful practice, loved it. My hands are buzzing. Oh yeah, congratulations. Yes, especially bringing this this high frequency then back to us is so helpful. So we can really gather this. We can receive that, gather that frequency, and bring it in a very transformative way inside of us. And this is the only simple part we can do if we want to have a smoother upliftment and smoother transformation. Everything is a transformation, everything is upliftment, even the worst situations, because they're all releasing negativity. But if we are working it more with more practices daily, then it goes smoother, and then we can, yeah, go our way in a very loving way, easier way, and yeah, smoother way, I would say. So yes, thank you for your time all together. I love you very much. Have a beautiful day to all our friends, which this session was originally created in Bhutan, and you're rewatching it. Have a great day. Have a beautiful day. Reach out to me whenever you need help, and sending you much love and greatest light for all your personal healing, and wishing you all the best. To all of us, a wonderful week ahead. If it's morning, a wonderful day ahead. If it's night in Australia, a wonderful evening. So have a great time. I love you very much and thank you for joining. Bye bye.